Hello, yes, good morning everybody. So today is 26th of March 2019 and I'm going to take you through the market overview for today. So the contest which was being held every Wednesday is now being held every day. So even today you can predict the price where you expect GBP to close, and then FreshForex will be able to give you up to $30 bonus. So the 30 bonus is real money. You can trade with it and then withdraw the profit you've garnered from it. So we'll move straight to the main chart. Let's start off with EURUSD. Yeah, EURUSD is here. It's already set up on the screen here. So yesterday we mentioned that based on the pin bar we are having on last week's candle, which is this, we expect price to be going down. But from the monthly point of view, this pair should be heading upwards. So from the monthly, there's a level here which price was bouncing from. We had this level here, a very good resistance, a resistance, a resistance. There was a break above it. Price came back and is currently bouncing off of this line 1.1230. So we mentioned that as long as the price does not go below 1.1230, we want price to pull back up to the trend line. Let it get back to this trend line so that we can pick a sell from that point up to 1.0553, up to this level. So expect price to move up, let it come back down. If you've not bought already, you should expect price to pull back down, maybe up to somewhere here, then pick a buy, hold on to that position up to the trend line. So according to the monthly, there's a buy, but on the weekly chart, we're actually seeing a possible case where the price may head downwards. So this sell is still valid, and the buy we are seeing on the monthly is also valid. Whichever you see, if you see a very good trade on the weekly, sell it. If you see a very good buy on the monthly, you should also be ready to buy it. So we're going to move to the next chart, and that should be GBP USD. GBP USD is here. Just a second. I have it loaded already. And I mentioned yesterday that there's a resistance, there's a level here, a resistance. Price went down, it came back up. The same place was a support. There's a break above, a resistance, slightly a resistance, then it continued down. It came back to the same place, a resistance, and now the price is below 1.3314. This is a very key level, and as long as the price does not break above it, we are still waiting for a sell. Despite this candle and this engulfing candle, and there's also a bullish pin bar candle, we are still waiting for a sell as long as the price is below this level. So should price close above it by the end of this week, which should be on 29th, the end of the month, then we want price to proceed even higher, retrace back slightly before we can pick a buy from that point up to 1.4246, which is at the top. So we're not going to sell this retracement. We're also not going to buy this impulsive move upwards, but we'll wait and buy the next one should price come back to this line. So on the other side, this is a sell here. We have a sell from 1.3314. If price does not successfully close above, we'll be looking for a sell from that point up to the lower end. And we also have a level here which we need to check for. Previously, we took a buy from this lot and we wanted price to get back, but so far that's not happening. The price instead heads even higher. So from the weekly point of view, we are actually looking at these levels. We have this. We also have this one. This was a very good support where price may want to come back up to. There's also this one, 1.3314, 1.2700. Then there's 1.2252. So these are the lines to trade from: this one, or the last one. Anytime the price approaches any of these lines, then you're supposed to look for a trade. We'll move to the next chart, and that should be USD JPY here. And on this one, I have an indicator attached to this chart already. This indicator shows from this the complete line, and the color, this is purple. The purple line is below 25, but the green one and the red one are almost close to each other. So this shows there's no clear direction. We are neither going up or we're going downwards. There's no clear direction. Previously, the reason I'm having this line like this is because I expected price to proceed upwards based on the pin bar I saw on the monthly. But instead, the price has pulled back down and is now below 110.78. This is a sell. As we speak, this is now a sell, and we want price just to retrace back. Let it get back to this level. We expect something like that. The price should move up slightly before it continues down up to the lower side, up to this point. So we are basically going to sell it once the price is here, but instead, in case the price closes above again for the second time, then this should be a very good place to buy from up to this point, and the next one should be at the top. So we'll move to the next chart, and that should be USD silver, not silver exactly, that should be Brent oil. We have it here. So I'm going to load this chart afresh because the one I'm having on the chart does not look clear anymore. Brent oil is here. Brent oil is here. We start from the weekly point of view. So the most important thing is that the previous week's candle was actually a pin bar. There's a sign that we are heading downwards. And then if you draw a trend line like this from this point up to the place where the price is at the moment, this should be a very good place to sell from. We have this a support, a support, a support. There's a break below. Price went down, came back to the same point, and now we are showing you that there are signs that the price is heading downwards from the same trend line. So we basically expect a sell from that point up to this side. And the main reason I'm selling is this. There's a level here. We have a very good resistance, and then there's another line on the lower end which is there. So should you pick a sell where the price is here, you should be able to hold on to that sell up to 57.17. And in case the price goes below, then we'll just wait for a retracement back to the same point before we can pick a sell to the lower end, something like this. So I hope this makes sense, that we are still, this is a sell. We are waiting for a very good sell as long as the price can be, let me color that zone so that you're able to see it clearly. Should price get to that zone, which we're already there already, we'll look for a sell signal up to the first line, and then the next line should be on the lower end. So we'll move to the next chart, and that should be SP500. Yesterday, this is what I drew on this chart. Actually, I had a moving average. Just a second, it's here. I attached envelopes. We have it there. That's what I attached first, and then I also had a line here as a good resistance. Then I mentioned yesterday that if price attempts to go below these envelopes but ends up closing above ultimately, then this was a sign that you're supposed to buy. But instead of buying immediately, you ought to wait for price to get back up, retrace back slightly before you can pick a buy up to the end, up to the upper side. So this is still a very good place to trade from. You can still look for a buy even as you speak, because the previous day's candle failed to close below the lower envelope. And what that simply means is that the trend is still upwards. We still expect price to be moving higher, especially if you can go beyond 2815.3. So if that is true by the end of today, that the price is above 2815.3, then we'll simply wait for a retracement back to the same level so that we can pick a buy at low risk. We'll be waiting for price to get back slightly to the same place after breaking above so that we can pick a buy, expecting it to go up to the line I have at the top of my screen. So we're going to move to the next chart, and that should be gold. Gold is the last one. We have gold here. I'm going to look at gold from the lowest time frame possible before I move to the other time frames. Gold is here. So yesterday, the entire day, gold was upwards. There's a move down, up, a retracement, up, a retracement. It moved up, a retracement, up, then a retracement, up, a retracement, up, a retracement, then up, and then for the whole day during today the price has been going down. So if you want to consider this as a retracement, then it has gone way below any other retracements we are seeing we saw during the previous day. So this could be a sign on the 15 minutes. This could be a sign that we are heading downwards, but it does not confirm that the price should head downwards. On the 30 minutes, the same thing still applies. We actually went above a resistance, the previous week's resistance, and now we've gone below, we've retraced back. So on the 30 minutes chart, we basically want price to get back to 1319.62 so that we can pick a sell from that point to the lower side. This is what you expect. Let price has gone down already. It has come back up. It's continuing down. We want it to get back to the same level so that we can sell it from that point up to the support we are having, 1304.22, 1303.27. We'll move to the next chart, the next time frame. We have 1 hour chart. The same resistance still is significant. We have it here. So on this one also, we still want price to get back. Let it come back to this, somewhere within this zone, so that we can pick a sell, and that sell should go up to the lower side, up to somewhere around, let me mark this first. This is a very good place where from the 1 hour point of view, this should be a very good place to take profits from. So if you successfully sell it here, then expect price to go up to this point. Let it move from this point up to 1311.62, 1310.62, up to somewhere within this zone. And on the 4 hour chart, there is nothing, but I'm seeing something that looks like some sort of trend. From the 4 hour point of view, we have that. I'm going to attach it there like that, then I draw that just like that. So from the 4 hour point of view, the sell we are seeing on the 1 hour is actually heading to this trend line. If you sell it based on what we are saying from the 1 hour point of view, then you should expect price to be going up to this trend line. This was just a very good support. We have a support there, then we also have a support here, and then there's also another support here. And in case the price gets to that line, as we've said, from the 1 hour, then that should be a very good place to buy from. You should buy it there and expect price to go up to the top. So this is the support, a buy place, then this is the support, another buy place, and then this is a support, which was another buy place in the past. And in the future, if price gets back to this line, then this should be a very good place to buy from. So if you're a daily trader, then expect price to pull back up, pick a sell, hold on to that sell up to this trend line. That should bring us to the end of today's market overview. So far, there's only one thing which I've not mentioned. There's only one thing which I mentioned at the beginning. I'm going to repeat it now. That the contest which was being held every Wednesday is now being held every day up to 26th of April. So you need to start today. You can still predict the price where you expect GBP JPY to close by the end of today. So to do that, you need to write your prediction here. Write your predictions here. Write your predictions here. So you need to write your predictions, write where you expect the price to close, the price of GBP JPY to close at the end of today. You should also include your account number, and then if the price which you predicted is close to the actual price on the classic account, then FreshForex will be able to give you up to $30 bonus. So it's not up to, it's actually $30 bonus. So thank you very much. See you again tomorrow at the same time.